morning, guys. So breakfast, I have an English muffin. This is a multi-grain Fran's 100-calorie English muffin for 3 smart points. I made some PB2, I have the Walmart brand of the PB2. Anyway, I have 2 tablespoons of that for 1 point, and that's between the two. I have 1 teaspoon of chia seeds on here for 1 point. I have 1 teaspoon of unsweetened coconut for 0, a banana for 0, and then I have some blueberries and raspberries. I'm just trying to clean out my cupboards and refrigerator today for sure, to get ready for fresh groceries this weekend. I have my lemon water, and my coffee is brewing back behind me, and that'll be 1 point for my coffee. And again, keeping with the cleaning out my refrigerator theme, I have some roasted vegetables left over. So I have some roasted sweet potatoes, roasted red onion, and roasted bell peppers. So what I did was I had it in this bowl already, and then I added a half a cup of quinoa that I had in my refrigerator, and I just mixed it all in there. So there's a half a cup of quinoa in there for 3 smart points. And then the vegetables I cooked, I used 1 teaspoon of olive oil for all the vegetables. I don't really know, I mean, I've already eaten some of these vegetables, so I'm just still going to count 1 point just to be safe for the oil. So I'm just going to say 4 points for this. It's a pretty big bowl. I don't know if I'll eat it all, but it just sounded really good for lunch today. And then I'm going to bring a cheese stick in case I need something else. A lot of these things are just in case things. I have meeting starting at 8 o'clock this morning, and I believe we go until 12:30, and I think I might have an afternoon one. So I just want to make sure I have enough snacks to get me through the day in the meetings. So I have the cheese stick for 1 point. I have this 000 White Coast yogurt salted caramel for 3 smart points. These are the no added sugar, no sweeteners, no fat. I have an apple. This is my last muscle milk. So I have this for 1 point, and then I have this Quest bar, which I think these ones are 4 points or for 5 points. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to throw this in my lunch bag just in case I need something else or there's any temptation in the meeting. So this is what I'm bringing for lunch and snacks today. Hi guys. Good morning. I'm kind of off today. It has been such a weird morning. But first, before I forgot to tell you guys how many ounces of sweet potato I had in my lunch today. I actually just completely forgot to count the points for the sweet potatoes until I was putting them into my app, and I went to go put in the sweet potatoes and realized I didn't tell you guys the points for those. So I have 4 ounces of sweet potato in that bowl, so it's 4 points, I believe. I'll have it on the screen correctly, and I'll put a little note on there that there is sweet potato in there. So the points in there, 1 point for the dressing, 4 points for the sweet potato, and 3 points for the quinoa. So it's 8 points. It just completely went through my head. But I woke up this morning feeling kind of weird, and it's almost like it's like the symptoms I get when my thyroid's off. And so I think I'm going to call my doctor today and see if he'll schedule a blood test that I can just go get some blood drawn and he can check it. Because, well, I've been extremely cold, but I have attributed that to the cold weather that we've been having, late at night and early in the morning. It warms up until, to the 70s by the time I get off work, but it's like all day. It's just, I'm in freezing, and it just seems worse than normal. And then today I woke up and I was feeling I've had a headache also for 3 days now, and that is one of the things I used to always get all the time when my thyroid was off. And so it's just been a headache, and I thought it was just, that time of the month, but that ended yesterday. So I still woke up today with this really bad headache, and I feel kind of disoriented. And it's kind of like, for those of you who have thyroid issues, you'll know what I mean when I say it's kind of like this brain fog, and I have that, and kind of some heart palpitations, and that's another thing I get every single time my thyroid is off. So I don't know, it's almost like, I don't know, it's just really strange. I'm just feeling really weird today, and so I think I'm gonna call my doctor when they open. And I'm extremely tired, but I know what that is because my husband had to get up really early today. And I had trouble falling back to sleep because the dog wanted to go out because he thought, oh, well, one of you were up, so you know, it's time to get up. No, it was not time to get up. So we'll see. But I just feel kind of funny this morning, and I think that's why when I was kind of like muddling through breakfast and lunch and telling you what I was having, it was even hard for me to figure out what to have for lunch today. And I think, again, because I feel like I did not have a solid plan this week. And so tonight, I am not going to be making dinner. I am just going to tell the family, just fend for yourself. And I don't know what I'll have. I'll just throw something together. And I'm just going to spend a lot of time tonight then figuring out a solid plan for next week for breakfast, lunches, and dinners. I do so much better when I have a solid plan. So I'm going to do that tonight. And then that way tomorrow I can spend time, you know, getting my grocery list refined. I know there's quite a few things I need to stock back up on. Like, we're out of almond butter. My son has that every day for lunch. I believe I need to get like toilet paper and paper towels and things like that at Costco. So, and I think I need laundry soap. So there's like a lot of like household stuff too that I need to stock up on. So I want to spend some time tomorrow after I get off work doing that. So I need, yeah. Anyway, I don't know what it is. It feels just kind of funny. So, but like I said, I don't think it's anything like crazy serious. It really just feels like my thyroid. And I normally go in February is when I have my like wellness check every year. And that's when they also do my thyroid testing.
You have an incoming message.
Sorry. That was telling me that I ordered my coffee maker yesterday, and that was telling me that it's been shipped. Yay! It's gonna be here Saturday. So I did decide to go ahead and order that Ninja coffee bar. I don't know. I mean, my Keurig is still working, but it's just, it takes so long for it to drip out because I think it's like breaking. I don't know. But I'm going to keep it just to have as a backup because you can never have too many coffee makers. I actually have one out in the garage too, not a Keurig. I have a, what is it that I have? Just like the regular like drip coffee. And this is actually, is this my second Keurig? I want to say I had another one, like, no I didn't, no, but this is my first one. Anyway, so I did order that coffee bar. I just could not resist, you know, just couldn't resist because I like the idea of the frother. I like the idea of the bigger sizes of coffee because right now with my Keurig, which I know you can get Keurigs I think that go bigger. Well, I can do a carafe on the Keurig I have now, but that's almost too much coffee. But I like the idea with the Ninja bar of being able to do like a travel size cup. I think it goes all the way up to 24 ounces, or maybe it was 32 ounces, but it goes big. So I'll be able to like fill my cup that I have here, which this is, I think this is like 20 ounces, and I have to do 2 K-cups to fill this up because the most my Keurig goes is 10 ounces. So I'll be able to just put, and I also have to do it into a coffee cup and then pour it in here because this won't fit under my Keurig. With this coffee bar, you can fit a tall cup in there and fill it up, and I can just go. And I'm so excited about that. Anywho, oh, my stats for yesterday. So I had 29 smart points. What did I have for dinner? Oh, that salad was so good last night for dinner. That soyaki sauce that I got at Trader Joe's. Is that the only place you guys can get that? That you can get that? I don't know. Do you guys know? Is that the only place that is sold? Because I thought I've seen that brand other places, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look it up since I can't always make it to Trader Joe's. But that's a pretty big container, and I feel like it would last a while. But it was really, really good. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. It's that soyaki stuff. If I remember, I'll try to put a picture of it. And so I marinated the chicken in that while I was making other things. And then that peanut dressing sauce, oh my gosh, you guys. And literally, I could not remember what else went into it. And so when I looked up when I got home, it's so easy. You literally just use that Newman's Own light or low-fat sesame ginger dressing, which I love anyways. And I always, 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 always have one of those, either in my refrigerator or my pantry. Right now I have one in my refrigerator and one in my pantry. I just have a little bit left in the refrigerator. I always have that dressing because it is so good. It's only 1 smart point for 2 tablespoons, I think, or it might be 2 smart points for, I don't know, but it's like the same as like most of the low fat dressings, but it is so amazing. And I love it just with, I like to make a salad out of like that Asian salad kits you can buy, and I like to make salad out of that with the cilantro, the chicken cilantro wontons. I put those in my salad and put that dressing on there, and so good. That's what I have almost all on the weekends, almost every single week. So that dressing is so good. So you do make some PB2. Now the original recipe called for regular peanut butter, of course, but I just made up 2 tablespoons of PB2, and then I put that into a cup of, or 3/4 of a cup of the dress. Well, it called for a cup, but I wanted to keep it down, the Smart Points down to where each serving was 2 points, I believe, because there was 3 of us having it instead of 4 of us. But anyway, so the recipe called for a cup of that dressing and 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. So I just did 2 tablespoons of PB2, and I made it up first and then whisked it into the dressing. So good, you guys, and it was just enough like peanut flavor to it. I know that there's like a spicy peanut sauce, which I'm wondering like if I would have added maybe a little bit of sriracha to it, it would have made it spicier. I'm gonna have to look into that. But I think from now on, whenever I have my cilantro chicken Asian salad thing, I'm going to add the PB2 to my dressing, because yeah, I mean, would think that just with the, I usually just use 2 tablespoons of that dressing, and I'm thinking that if I just add maybe a teaspoon of the PB2 into the dressing, it would probably be fine for 2 tablespoons. I don't know. I'm gonna experiment with it, but anyways, try that. It is so good. And I just put all that in there with the salad, and I didn't use any of the I used a little bit of the sesame seeds because it comes with black sesame seeds. I did not have any of the cashews, and I had 1 tablespoon of the wontons, but it was so good. So anyway, my stats: I had 29 Smart Points yesterday. It was 1,247 calories, 36 fat, 112 carbs, 32 fiber. See, did not do good enough of my fiber this week. 99 protein, so protein was really good, and it showed I was not hungry yesterday. 2236 sodium, that is because of the soyaki sauce and the salad dressing, I'm sure. 60 sugar, again, probably the teriyaki sauce in the dressing. 6 saturated fat, 10 mono unsaturated fat, 2 trans fat, and then my vitamins: vitamin A 450%, vitamin C 323%, calcium is 59%, iron is 49%. I have to look into the iron thing because I feel like I'm not getting enough iron if I'm not hitting 100%. Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, I'll automatically think, well, at least in my head, I automatically think iron, red meat. I don't eat a lot of red meat, so is that why I'm not getting enough iron? So I am going to do a little bit. Again, this is why I am loving using MyFitnessPal along with the Weight Watchers app, because it is really making me aware of what I'm missing in my life, you know, what my body is missing, you know, this whole, as you guys know, I mean, sure, I am on this as a weight loss journey, but I am also trying to eat healthier and just to be healthier all around. So things like the fiber, the protein, those 2 things now I am completely aware of. But then I'm thinking, okay, calcium, I already know what I'm getting of calcium. I need to take my calcium pills. I am horrible at that. But the iron, okay, so what do I need to eat that I can eat that's not necessarily red meat? I mean, I have no problem eating red meat. It's just, I just don't tend to lean towards it. But what can I have to increase my iron in other ways? So I'm going to look into that. Watching my fat levels, and or like the saturated fat and the trans fats, the bad fats, you know, I want to watch those. I know you need fat in your life, and that's another thing that helps keep you full too. So I feel like 36 grams, I think my goal on there is 30%. I think the way I have it set is 30% fat, 30% protein, and 35% carbs, something like that. That's only 95%. So but it's somewhere around there. Maybe it's 35 fat, 35, I don't know, but it's somewhere like around there, and it's not set like purposely by any means. I just kind of was looking at the numbers, kind of trying to see what looked good as far as like the protein and the carbs, pretty much. So anyway, that's why I'm loving this double tracking. I feel like it is really helping me be aware of what I'm eating and what I might be missing as far as micronutrients, and all overall. So, anywho, I better get into work because it's 7:30. I've been sitting here for so long talking to you guys, so I better get in there. I don't know about tomorrow, about a video, just because, like I said, I want to get my grocery list done. I will attempt again. Every weekend, I start doing a weekend eats, and then it never finishes. So I am going to attempt to do that. I'm going to attempt to film a few sit-down videos. I am going to be doing another fall cooking series video. This is going to be a dessert. So that will be up. I haven't filmed it yet, but I'll be filming it this weekend. I have to refine a couple things. I'm about to do some testing. And maybe a lesson learned video. We'll see. Favorites video will be up. I'm going to be filming it. It'll probably be up Monday once I get it all edited and everything. So that is what's going on. I will talk to you guys later. If I don't talk to you before the weekend, have a fabulous weekend, and I hope you all are doing well. Bye, guys.